25. Caitlin Ennis going over here on 27 for the Kahawks, so as soon as she gets through, Bryson Hartman will come up. And there is Hartman on 26. He'll pick up his first strike in this match. After back-to-back spares, he started off with a split that he couldn't pick up. Here's Sims. Sims will pick up a strike as well. Logan O'Donnell ready to come up here on 26 for Collinsville after Caitlin Ennis tries to take care of her 10-pin over here on 27. Try she did. Make it, she did not. Here is O'Donnell. Takes care of all of them. Steven Lightshoe on 25 for the Tigers. He will not. 6 down, 4 remain standing, but at least they're all in one spot. So that brings up Nathan Hay on 26 for the Kahawks. He'll take care of all of them as well. That's 3 strikes here to start off this 4th frame for the Kahawks. And now Steven Lightshoe trying to pick up his spare over here on 25, and he will. Ethan Gardner on 26 now for Collinsville. Wants to keep the strike fest going. And he will. So now it's up to Derek Newsom to match Gardner over here on 25. He will not. 6:10 left standing. So Cole Buddy over here on 27, or excuse me, 26. It's on the way. Oh, couldn't continue the strike parade. So Newsom trying to knock down this 6-10 combination over here on 25, and he will. That'll bring up Michael Jenkins as the final bowler here in this 4th frame, right after Cole Buddy, the 5th and final bowler for Collinsville, tries to take care of this 4-pin. He will. So 4 strikes and 1 spare in that 4th frame for Collinsville. Their frame is over. Michael Jenkins will do the same over here on 25. He'll leave up 2. Michael Jenkins, who bowled a 155 his first time up, will try to end this 4th frame with a spare. If he does, it'll be 4 spares and a strike here in this frame for Edwardsville, while Collinsville got 4 strikes and a spare. He does. 5 coming up next. After 4 in the books, Collinsville trailing now. 332 to 330, but we got all these strikes up there that haven't been counted really, honestly, yet, but you know how that works. If you're a bowling fan, you know how that works. Jackson Budwell on 26 for Edwardsville. Knocks down 8. Bryson Hartman on 25 for Collinsville. Takes care of all of them. That's back-to-back strikes for Bryson Hartman. Also going for back-to-back strikes would be Logan O'Donnell. And he'll go up on 25 right after Jackson Budwell tries to pick up his spare over here on 26 for the Edwardsville Tigers, and he misses. Logan O'Donnell down 25. He'll take care of all of them as well. Back-to-back strikeouts for both Hartman and O'Donnell. Now it's Ian Sims' turn over here on 26 for Edwardsville, and he'll throw it in the gutter. Nathan Hay on 25 for Collinsville. And another turkey in the fifth frame for the Kahawks, a team turkey. They had a team turkey in that fourth as well. They had a team four-bagger, tell you the truth. Ian Sims trying for a 10-pin spare now. And he'll throw that one in the gutter. Man, oh man. And that did not help his team's cause out at all. Here's Ethan Gardner on 25 for Collinsville. And back-to-back strikeouts now by Hartman, O'Donnell, Hay, and Gardner. And once again, Cole Buddy has an opportunity to bowl a strike to give everybody a strike here in the fifth frame. Had that opportunity in the fourth. He spared. And here he is on 25. And he still can't do it. Man, oh man, he got some Bronx boos from his teammates over there. Boo. Meanwhile, Stephen Lightshoe leaves up one pin also. As Cole Buddy tries to pick up that spare, that 7-pin in the left corner. He will. So another successful frame for Collinsville. Same thing as the fourth. 4 strikes and a spare. Here's Lightshoe missing his spare. That'll bring up Derek Newsom. Collinsville's finished with their fifth frame. As we await Edwardsville to do the same. The number 4 and the number 5 bowlers here yet to go. Here is Derek Newsom. He sits in the 4 spot. He'll be off that head pin, and he'll leave up the 1 and the 2. I think Derek's waiting for his ball to come back. There it is. Here's that try for that spare on 26, and he'll get it. Just barely got the left side of that head pin. So Michael Jenkins will conclude frame number 5 here for us. He'll leave up that 6 and that 10 pin. One more ball for Michael Jenkins. One of 2 seniors in the starting 5 for Edwardsville. First, a little housekeeping going on. Ladies are just starting their 5th frame. Collinsville out front, 332 to 257. Here is Jenkins after cleaning up his ball a little bit. We'll let it rip down 26, and he'll take care of that spare. So we head to the 6th right now. Collinsville up 439 to 402. Basketball action for you tomorrow. We'll be on the road. Edwardsville Tigers will provide the opposition once again, just like today, only we'll be doing girls basketball for you tomorrow from Edwardsville High School. Day off Wednesday. Back on the road again at Belleville West Thursday for some more girls action. Girls only had 9 home games this year, so we don't get to do a lot of home games with the girls. And then we'll have the boys Friday at home against Belleville West. Here is Sims on 25. He'll take care of a strike. That after he threw back-to-back gutter balls in the 5th frame. So other than that, Sims that's his 4th strike. Bryson Hartman had 2 strikes in a row coming into this one, but left himself a split, and he'll take care of 2 of the 3. While Stephen Lightshoe throws it down 25. Oh, almost got that strike, that 8-pin wobbling back and forth down there. Here is Logan O'Donnell. Lane 25 is stuck right now, so we'll have to wait. But right now, the Kahawks are ahead. Here's O'Donnell. He'll take them all down as well. And that is a turkey for O'Donnell. After a spare in the 1st, strike in the 2nd, spare in the 3rd, 3 strikes in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. For Logan O'Donnell. Still waiting on lane 25 to get finished up. Meanwhile, here's Nathan Hay, and he'll knock them all down. And that'll leave it up to Ethan Gardner over on 26. The eldest Hartman boy, who is in college, is here again, picking up pins, and he's going to be taking care of number 25 over here. Gardner on 26. Will knock down 9 of the 10. I don't know how the pin fell down. Maybe when the pin setter came down, it knocked it down. Gardner on 26. Girls are just beginning their 6th frame. Right now, Collinsville up front, 420 to 294. Here is Lightshoe trying to pick up that spare after a long wait. He does. Cole Buddy on 26, the final bowler for Collinsville in frame number 6. Now he picks up his strike. Had a chance to give Collinsville nothing but strikes in the 4th and the 5th. He was the final bowler in both and got spares in both, but wouldn't you know it, this is the frame when only 1 strike was thrown up until he did. So a strike by Derek Newsom means Michael Jenkins becomes the final bowler here for Edwardsville over on 25. And here comes Jenkins now. And it's in the gutter. So Jenkins has one of those 10-pin spares he's trying to pick up here. And here is that attempt. He'll take care of 8 of the 10. And after 6 in the books, Collinsville up now 573 to 460. Girls are in control over here on 27 and 28 as well. And then you have JVers on the rest of the lanes. 29-30 are the boys on the JV side, and 31-32 are the girls on the JV side. Here is Bryson Hartman down 25 for Collinsville as we begin frame number 7. And we begin with one pin standing for Bryson Hartman. Here is Jackson Budwell. He'll take care of all of them. Hartman trying to pick up that one lone pin standing out there on 25. He will. Here's Ian Sims on 26 for Edwardsville. And a gutter ball. Logan O'Donnell on 25 for the Kahawks. Yeesh, that was almost close to going in the gutter as well. Leaves up the 1 and the 2 pin. Sims. Earlier, he had a gutter ball 2 times in the 5th. This is his 3rd gutter ball that he's thrown here in this matchup. He had a couple in that first match as well. Logan O'Donnell takes care of his spare on 25. He only had 2 pins standing. Ian Sims has all 10 left for his spare. And that one looks pretty good. He'll take care of all of them and get a spare instead of a strike. Nathan Hay on 25 will make them all fall down at once. Here's Stephen Lightshoe for Edwardsville on 26. He doesn't like that. You can tell by his body language. Missed the head pin, went off to the left, while Ethan Gardner is ready to throw over here on 25. This is on the way. And that's a strike as well. Back-to-back strikes by Hay and Gardner. While Stephen Lightshoe trying to pick up his spare over here on 26. He won't. That ball went to the same direction as first one did. Cole Buddy on 25 lines things up for Collinsville. That's good. Back-to-back-to-back strikes here by Hay, Gardner, and Buddy. Here's Derek Newsom for Edwardsville on 26. He'll take a strike as well. So the first 2 in the lineup, Bryson Hartman and Logan O'Donnell got spares, and then Hay, Gardner, and Buddy followed up with strikes. Jenkins ready to go on 26. It's on the way. And through over on 28, the pin sweeper was stuck down, and the young lady for Edwardsville threw her ball down there anyway. Now it's just kind of rolling backwards at us. After 7 frames in the book, Collinsville out front on the boys' side, 681 to 544. Here is Jackson Budwell. I wonder if that ball in the gutter is going to make it all the way. Nope, it's going to stop. Here comes some help. Girls are at a standstill right now. They had problems on 27, and then the young lady threw her ball on 28 with the pin sweeper down. Here is Ian Sims for Edwardsville after Jackson Budwell got a strike. Ball has been retrieved. And Bryson Hartman down 26 lets her fly, and he'll pick up a strike. 3 strikes in this second matchup for Bryson Hartman. Sims over on 25 for Edwardsville, trying to pick up his 3-pin spare. He does. Logan O'Donnell for Collinsville here on 26. He'll take care of all of them as well. Back-to-back strikes to start off the 8th here for Hartman and O'Donnell. Stephen Lightshoe for Edwardsville on 25. He'll take a strike as well. Nathan Hay down 26. And a team turkey to start off the 8th. For young Mr. Nathan Hay, that is his 5th strike in a row. Newsom throws it in the gutter. Edwardsville has had a few of those. There's Ethan Gardner on 26 for the Kahawks. Trying to direct that ball again. Left that 6-10 pin combination up there. Newsom. After that gutter ball, will have a 10-pin spare to try to get here. And he will. Boy, I tell you what, Edwardsville's done that a few times today. They throw a gutter ball on that first one and come back in and take care of all of them on the second one. Ethan Gardner trying to pick up his spare on 26. 6-10. And we're good. Cole Buddy working on a turkey himself. Over here on 26. My feet are just frozen. You know how they say the beware of the overpasses and the bridges when it's wintertime outside because they're elevated? Well, see, I have to stand on a chair so I can see over everybody's head. So right now I'm elevated and my feet are freezing. Icicles. I bought foot warmers and stuff for hockey. didn't think I was gonna have to break them out for bowling. There's Jenkins on 25, and he'll leave that 2-pin standing up. Collinsville and Cole Buddy got a strike, so 4 more strikes and a spare in that 8th frame. They've done that 3 times here in this one, the 4th, the 5th, and then the 8th. 4 strikes and 1 spare. Last frame, Collinsville got 3 strikes and 2 spares. Jenkins closing out the 8th frame for Edwardsville. He'll do so, and Collinsville will go into the 9th frame with a lead of 801 to 640. 9th frame is here. Jackson Budwell on 26. 7 frames are in the book. 7 frames are in the book, excuse me, as Budwell hits a strike for the girls. Right now, Collinsville out front, 587 to 423. Here's Bryson Hartman on 25 for the Kahawks, and he'll leave that 10-pin standing. Ian Sims gets ready to step up here on 26 for Edwardsville. He'll give way to his female counterpart from the Edwardsville Tigers varsity girls team. Wobbles that 5-pin. Here's Sims. He'll leave up the 6. Bryson Hartman on lane 9, trying to take care of that 10-pin. He just missed that one. Just missed to the left. Logan O'Donnell on 25 for the Kahawks. Smooth that ball is. Lift the 10-pin up, though. Here's Sims trying for his lone pin standing down there, and he'll hit it. Logan O'Donnell had to come back to get his special ball that only takes care of 1 pin. It's on the way, and good. Stephen Lightshoe down 26 for Edwardsville, leaves the 6 and the 10. Here's Nathan Hay on 25 for Collinsville. Oh, another strike for young Mr. Hay. That's a 6-pack. Lightshoe trying to pick up his spare, and he will on 26. 6 strikes in a row for Nathan Hay. Here's Ethan Gardner on 25 for Collinsville. He'll leave up that 6 and that 10 also. Nathan, 1, 2, 3 spares to start off the first, second, and third. Nothing but strikes since then. Ooh, bad luck there for Derek Newsom. Oh, well, that one fell down. 5-pin is the only one left standing. Ethan Gardner, who rolled a 200 in his first match, trying to knock down this spare here and then get ready for the 10th. Newsom trying to pick up that 5-pin. He does. Cole Buddy over here on lane 25 will close out the 9th for Collinsville. Will he do it with 1 ball or 2? Let's find out. We'll make that 1. Michael Jenkins has the same opportunity over here on 26. That's 4 in a row now for Buddy. And here comes Jenkins. Right down the middle. He'll leave up that 7-pin on that left-hand corner and then the 6-10 over on the right side. Collinsville is finished with their 9th frame. Looks like, Nathan Hay, he's going to be over 200 this game because he already has a 207. Cole Buddy right now with a 198, so he should be safe to get that 200 game. Gardner with a 173 has an opportunity, and a 188, also an opportunity for Logan O'Donnell. As Jenkins lets it fly down lane 26 and picks up 2 of the 3. So the 9th frame is over. We head to the 10th. Collinsville out front, 917 to 744. Finishing up the 8th frame on the girls' side. Ashley Tillman lets loose that ball, and it ends up in the gutter instead of taking care of that 10-pin. So that's going to do it for 8 frames for the girls, and Collinsville with the lead of 687 to 492. Here is Jackson Budwell. He'll knock down 8 of the 10. And Bryson Hartman over here on 26. His first throw in the 10th frame coming right now. Good for a strike. He'll have a couple of extras. Jackson Budwell trying to knock down his 2 pins left to give himself 1 extra throw. He does, and he will. Hartman. Down 26. Second ball of the 10th, and he'll have another chance for a 10th frame turkey. Here is Budwell in his final throw here in the second match, and he'll end it up in fine fashion. He had 4 in a row in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th before throwing that spare in the 10th, followed up by a strike, and he'll end up with a 208, Will Budwell. That's much better than his 169 to start. And Hunter Yangle ends up taking the last throw there for Bryson Hartman. And picks up a strike and ends up with a 181, does Hartman. So he'll lose the head-to-head matchup, but I think Collinsville is going to win this second match as Logan O'Donnell steps up on 26 right after Sims takes care of 6 of the 10 on 25 for the Tigers. 6-10 left standing there for O'Donnell. Sims trying to pick up a spare to give himself one extra on 25. He will. Logan O'Donnell trying to do the same thing over here on 26. And he will not. He'll just get the 10 pin. So Logan O'Donnell's first game ends up being a 205, I believe. Sims trying to pick up his spare. Yes, it is a 205. Okay. Sims will knock down 9 of the 10. Here is Hay with his first throw of the 10th for Collinsville. He'll have a split, and he'll have 2 on each side. Sims ends up with a 161, so a little fall off of his first score of 174 for Edwardsville. Nathan Hay had a stellar game going, and he'll have a mess to pick up here if he wants an extra ball. He'll take care of 2, that's it. But not a bad game there for Mr. Nathan Hay, who ends up with a 229. That is a 30 pin improvement over his first mark. Here is Lightshoe picking up a strike on 25 for Edwardsville, while Ethan Gardner prepares to launch his first here in the 10th on 26. Here it comes. Nope. 3-6-10 still stands. Collinsville already had 1,000 pins here in the second matchup, so they'll already better their 941 in that first match. Here is Lightshoe with his second throw. And he'll have a chance to pick up that spare on 25 to end his second match. Ethan Gardner trying to take care of his spare on 26 for 1 extra. He will not. Well, I thought Ethan Gardner was going to have a chance to break 200, but he did not. He ends up with a 189. This computer sure is taking a minute to catch up. Yep, 189. Cole Buddy, who had a 192 in his first match, already has bettered that, and will add on to it from here, and he'll leave up the 3, 6, and the 10. Derek Newsom on lane 25. Stephen Lightshoe ended up with a 155, so he bettered his score from his first match of 133. And Michael Jenkins will do the same as well. He had a 155 in his first match, already had a 159. Newsom had a 185. Well, he still has a chance. Meanwhile, Cole Buddy takes care of his spare, and we'll have one final throw here in this second match. Newsom, his second throw will leave up 1. And Cole Buddy ends up with a 234. Much better than his first of 192. There's Derek Newsom with his final throw here in this second match, and he will pick up a spare. And Derek, who had a 185 in his first match, will have a 185 here in this one as well. So Gardner wins that one by 4 points. Nathan Hay wins his. Logan O'Donnell, wins his. Jackson Budwell beat Bryson Hartman in that number 1 spot. Here is Michael Jenkins, the final bowler of this second frame, and he has 5 up and 5 down, and he'll have to pick up a weird one here as he has, it's like the 1, 2, 4, 5 over there on the left side, and then the 10 pin standing there back there in that corner by itself. Jenkins threw a 155 his first time up, already has bettered that. And here comes his throw, and he just missed that 10 pin. So second match is in the books here for Collinsville as they are victorious in match number 2. 1,038 pins to 877. As Jenkins ends up with a 168 in his second match to go with his 155 in his first match. So we are on our way to match number 3. And it's time for us to take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment with that third and final match on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
The Collinsville Junior Service Club would like you to join them for a Dine to Donate night at the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. That'll be coming up on January the 26th. It's a brunch, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 20% of your bill will be donated to the Collinsville Junior Service Club.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at BlaylockTeam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald. Back here at Camelot Bowl, we are underway in the third and final match here of this bowling matchup between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Collinsville out 2-0. And the girls have finally ended their second match as well, and Collinsville won that one 9-16 to 678. So that's where we stand right now. We're focusing on the boys while we're here, and they are already in the second frame of this third and final matchup, and we'll let you watch this one without me for a minute. I have got to go, go to the bathroom, restroom. I'm visiting the restroom, everyone. That's what I'm doing. I'll be back in just a moment. We are back at Camelot Bowl, and we are not going to be able to talk to Ethan Gardner in the postgame show. He's a little ill, and that's why they took him out of the game. And apparently, you know, if I can bowl a 200 and a 189 when I'm not feeling well, I'd be very happy about that. So we hope he feels better. And we will hopefully get a chance to talk to him next year because he's a junior this year, so he'll be a senior next year. And this is our last boys match that we are covering on the 2019-2020 season, so we'll hopefully talk to him next year. At any rate, your lineup now has Bryson Hartman, Logan O'Donnell, Nathan Hay, Hunter Yingle, and Cole Buddy for Collinsville. And here is Hunter Yingle going for a spare over on 25, and we're a little bit behind now. I think they had some lane problems on 25 while I was all finished up, so we'll let Cole Buddy finish up over here. And he'll be the last bowler in the second frame, and then just when he's getting ready to throw, the lights go out on lane 25, so we'll wait a little longer. Girls are just beginning their second frame. They won the first two matches the girls have, so have the boys. And for the boys, this is their home finale. Season finale will be at St. Clair Bowl in O'Fallon on Wednesday. And then regionals will start on Saturday. That'll take place at Bel Air Bowl in Belleville. Not sure what's going on with lane 25. Lane 26 has just dropped another set of pins down, and no one's even doing anything over here. So we're still waiting to end the second. Right now, Edwardsville up 133 to 125, but Cole Buddy has not thrown here in the second. He's the last bowler to do so. We were on pace to be finished about a frame and a half ahead of the girls. Now this little delay, they're in the middle of their second frame. They're about to catch up. Well, I could give you some play-by-play on the girls, but I don't have any of their names for Edwardsville. Technical difficulties, please stand by. It is just an ice. It's an ice box in here, man. I'm telling you what, I am freezing. I look around me and there's all kinds of people still with their coats on, hands in their pockets. Hopefully somebody's working on this problem here. Can't see through the walls, so I'm not really sure. Guess I can recap for you what we have coming up here for the rest of the week. Basketball rules the rest of the week here on the Kahok Sports Network. We'll have basketball for you tomorrow. Girls basketball at Edwardsville. Girls basketball again Thursday at Belleville West. And then the boys return home for a little Friday night showdown with the defending Class 4A state champs, the Belleville West Maroons. And that'll be the boys' pink out game coming up this Friday. That's the rest of this week. Next week, we only have hockey and wrestling scheduled for you, as both the boys and the girls basketball teams will be playing in out-of-town tournaments. Then 1 week from today, we'll have our girls finale on the bowling side here against Belleville East before they head into regional play that Saturday. Ready to go now. Here is Cole Buddy on 25 to finish up frame number 2, as the girls just now started frame number 3. So we'll be pretty even Steven here in a minute, as Buddy picks up a strike for Collinsville to end that second frame. So Collinsville right now leading 145 to 133 as we head into the third. Girls are up 138 to 126 as they just now started their third. So there's Jackson Budwell over on 25 for Edwardsville. He'll yell at his ball all the way down there, and he'll leave up one pin. Meanwhile, Bryson Hartman. He'll take care of all of them. And Bryson starts off this third match with a turkey. First, second, and third strikes. Jackson Budwell over on 25 for Edwardsville will try to take care of his lone pin. Standing up over there on the left-hand side, and he will. Here's Logan O'Donnell on 26 for Collinsville. He'll take care of all of them as well. Spare strike for O'Donnell. Back-to-back strikes for Collinsville here in the third. Also working for a turkey is Nathan Hay. Meanwhile, Ian Sims down 25 for Edwardsville. He'll curve that ball in there, but it'll go behind the head pin, and he'll take care of 6 of the 10. Here's Nathan Hay. And he'll leave the 10 pin up. Coach Sean Hay told me in between matches that he could tell that Ethan Gardner wasn't feeling well. So young Ethan Gardner, his night is finished. He'll go home and try to not miss school tomorrow. No school Friday or Monday of this upcoming weekend. Friday is Institute Day. All of us that work at the school district in the teacher and educational assistant capacity, we have seminars to go through Friday. Then we'll have Monday off for MLK Day. Here is a sleeper situation for Stephen Lightshoe. Meanwhile, Hunter Yenger down 26, leaves 1. Nathan Hay picked up his spare in that third frame. And Stephen Lightshoe has a 2-8 sleeper to pick up over here on 25. He did. Hunter Yenger trying to pick up his 1-pin spare on 26, and he does. So we're down to the anchor bowlers on both sides. No, we're not. Derek Newsom has yet to bowl over here for Edwardsville on 25. Missed that head pin. Here's Cole Buddy on 26 for Collinsville. He'll leave up 1. Newsom on 25 for the Tigers. Picks up that spare. Cole Buddy trying to do the same on 26. He just has 3 less pins to deal with. And he'll get it. He was a little worried about that one not hitting the mark. So 2 strikes and 3 spares in that frame for Collinsville. And after 3 frames, Kahawks are up 272 to 224. They're beginning the 4th frame on the girls' side as well. And the Kahawks up on the female side of things, 236 to 187. Here's Jackson Budwell on 25 for Edwardsville. He'll take care of everything except that 10 pin. Oh, excuse me, that is Michael Jenkins on the... Sorry, I'm still getting ahead of myself here, man. So, I'm sorry, the 3rd frame is not over. Michael Jenkins has 1 more throw coming his way. Jenkins' last throw for the 3rd frame, and it's in the gutter. So now it will be over, 272 to 233. That's where we stand after 3 frames. 4th frame getting ready to start right now. And here is Bryson Hartman on 25 for Collinsville. He'll take care of all 10. Jackson Budwell for Edwardsville on 26. He'll take care of all 10. For Buddy, that's 4 in a row. Bryson Hartman, that's 4 in a row. Here is a Logan O'Donnell on 25. He'll miss that head pin. Ian Sims for Edwardsville, and that one's in the gutter. He's done that about 6 or 7 times here tonight. It is night now, isn't it? 5:40, close enough. Logan O'Donnell on 25. Good for a spare. Sims has had a couple of opportunities to get 10-pin spares, and he's done it on a couple of opportunities, but I'm sure if you were to ask him, he's leaving himself too many of those. Here's Nathan Hay. Nathan started off with 2 strikes, then spared in his last frame, and he'll have to do the same thing here in this 4th. Here's Ian Sims, and almost got that 10-pin spare. 10-pin wouldn't fall. Nathan Hay has the 8-pin standing in his way. Nathan takes care of it, so back-to-back strikes to start, back-to-back spares here in the middle. And here is Stephen Lightshoe for Edwardsville. He'll take care of a strike. Hunter Yangle on 25 for Collinsville. He'll leave up the left side, 4 in the 7. So now Derek Newsom comes up on 26. But he'll give way to Hunter Yangle to try to pick up his spare first over on 25. 3 straight spares to start off this 3rd and final matchup for Hunter Yangle. And make that 4. 3 straight spares. Turns into 4. And here is a strike by Derek Newsom. And we're to our ankle bowlers now. On lane 25 for Collinsville will be Cole Buddy. He'll step up first. And it's on the way. Strike. 2 strikes, 3 spares in that frame for Collinsville. Here is Michael Jenkins. Down 26 for Edwardsville, and he will pick up a strike as well. For Edwardsville, 4 strikes in an open frame in that 4th frame. And Collinsville now heading into the 5th has a lead of 379 to 312. They're just about ready to finish up the 4th on the girls' side as well. And right now, Collinsville, they are finished with the 4th. Collinsville up in that one as well, 319 to 266. Here is Bryson Hartman down 26 as the 5th frame is underway here. And, ooh, man, that one spun all the way around that 5-pin and still spins. Jackson Budwell on 25 for Edwardsville. He'll leave the 10-pin up. So each of the first bowlers here for each team leaving up 1. Bryson Hartman gets cracked at it first. He'll take care of his. Will Jackson Budwell do the same on 25? Here is his throw, and that one is going to jump in the gutter at the last second. Last second. Logan O'Donnell. His 2nd game He took the place of Hunter Yangle after Yangle threw a 157 in his first. And O'Donnell with a 205 when he came in. Leaves up 3. Here is Ian Sims on lane 25. And he'll keep it out of the gutter this time and be true with a strike. Logan O'Donnell trying to pick up his spare over here on 26. He will. Stephen Lightshoe on 25 for Edwardsville. Lets it fly. Back-to-back strikes by Lightshoe and Sims. And for Lightshoe, that is back-to-back strikes for him. Here's Nathan Hay on 26. He'll leave up that 6-10. And Derek Newsom leaves up the 10. Nathan Hay going for his 6-10 over here on 26 right now. Good. Newsom trying to pick up that 10 pin over on 25 right before Hunter Yangle throws on 26. Newsom successful. There is Younger. And he's good on a strike. That breaks a string of 4 spares in a row for him. Here is Michael Jenkins for Edwardsville on 25. He'll leave up the 10 pin as well. Is that 10 pin glued down over there? Back-to-back 10 pin staying up for Newsom and Jenkins. Cole Buddy will wave the young lady on from Edwardsville on 27 and let her go first. Meanwhile, Michael Jenkins doesn't have anyone to wait for, so he's going to let it rip down 25, trying to pick up that 10 pin. He'll miss it. Cole Buddy becomes the final bowler here in the 5th. Right down the middle. He was trying to tell it to stay over there on the right-hand side just a little bit more, but it didn't listen. Same thing with washers in the summertime with me. I talk to my washers all the time. They do not listen very well. They almost listen about as well as my 15-year-old daughter. And she's got a slight advantage. All right, here is Cole Buddy over on 26, trying to pick up his spare to send us to the 6th frame. And he'll miss it. So we head to the 6th. Collinsville still out front, 479 to 398. So an 81-pin lead for the Kahawks as we go to frame number 6. They just started the 6th frame on the girls' side. Girls are up 418 to 353. So here is Jackson Budwell on 26 to kick off the 6th frame. He'll kick it off with a strike. 4 strikes, a spare, and an open frame here in this 3rd and final matchup for Budwell. Here's Bryson Hartman on 25, and he'll hit a strike. While Ian Sims comes up on 26 for the Tigers. Logan O'Donnell on 25. Takes care of it as well. Back-to-back strikes here for Collinsville in the 6th. Ian Sims has a split to deal with over here on 26. And he'll go right in between all of them. Here's Nathan Hay on 25 for Collinsville, and he'll, almost had a split there staring him in the face, but he'll leave up that 8 pin. Stephen Lightshoe gets ready on 26 for Edwardsville. just off to the left of that head pin, and he'll leave himself a 3-7 sleeper pin. Nathan Hay has the 8 pin left up. Not anymore. Light shoe. Sleeper time. Got it. Hunter Yangle on 25 for Collinsville. And then he'll leave up the 10 pin. That 10 pin's been stuck over there for a while now. Derek Newsom on 26 for Edwardsville. He'll take care of all of them. Hunter Yangle trying to take care of that 10 pin. He'll miss it. And once again, we're down to our final bowlers here. The anchor guys in frame number 6. Up first, Michael Jenkins on 26. Nope, now he steps away. He'll let Cole Buddy go on 25 first. Here it is. Buddy will have an early seat. Won't have to throw an extra ball here in the 6th. How about Michael Jenkins? Can he keep up? Oh man, thought he was for a minute. That was a good looking ball, good approach. Hit from the right side. Left that 10 pin up. So Jenkins trying to pick up a spare to end the 6th. Starting the 7th on the girls' side, 5:28 to 4:47 for the Kahawks. They have the lead. And Jenkins takes care of that 10 pin over there in the corner, and we head to the 7th on the boys' side as well. And Collinsville out front, 566 to 480. Looks like the JV boys are already finished. Looks like the JV girls are almost finished. They're in the 10th. Here is Jackson Budwell. He'll take another strike over on lane 25. That's back-to-back strikes for him. Here is Bryson Hartman trying to do the same thing. Hartman started off with 4 straight strikes before he spared in the 5th. Picked up where he left off in the 6th with another strike, and will not be so fortunate here in the 7th. Ian Sims for Edwardsville over on 25. He'll leave that 10 pin up again. One pin left on 25, 1 pin left on 26. On 26, Bryson Hartman. He'll pick his up. On 25, Ian Sims for Edwardsville. He'll pick his up as well. Two weeks from today, we'll be right back here for the final girls bowling match of our live streaming schedule for this year. The boys will not be here because they will be probably finished by then with state and everything. Maybe. No, I think that state is the 31st and the 1st. 31st of this month and February 1st of next month, I think, if I remember correctly. There's the spare try there by Logan O'Donnell, and it is successful. And over on 25, just missed it, did Stephen Lightshoe. The reason I'm thinking about a head like that because 2 weeks from today, I not only have a girls bowling match I have to bring you, but right after that, I have to drive to Alton and bring you a hockey game as well. Senior night for the hockey team. After the computer went dead on the season opener of the hockey season. I had a game to make up, so they asked me if I would do it on senior night, and I said I would, even though I got a bowling match to take care of. So I'm going to have to talk to some folks, and since the boys aren't going to be here, I'm hoping we can put a empty lane in between the varsity and the JV so we can move things along a little faster. That's about a 40-minute drive out to East Alton in the East Alton ice rink. Here's Derek Newsom over on 25 for Edwardsville, trying to pick up his spare, while Hunter Yanger was trying to look for his one ball that he uses for this situation, which is the 9-pin standing back in the back. Hunter's now ready. And here is that attempt. Got it. So once again, we are to our anchor bowlers. Michael Jenkins stepping up on 25. He'll have a seat. And Cole Buddy for Collinsville stepping up on 26. He'll have a seat. 7 frames in the books. Collinsville out front, 656 to 566. A 90-pin lead here for Collinsville in this third and final matchup. Kahoks have already won the first 2 matches. So all they need to do is finish out this one and then finish it out Wednesday against O'Fallon at St. Clair Bowl, and they will be Southwestern Conference champions for the year. All right, Bryson Hartman getting us started on 25 in frame number 8. He'll take a seat as early as possible. Jackson Budwell would like to do the same thing for Edwardsville. He will not be as fortunate. Logan O'Donnell now steps up on 25. He will not be as fortunate either. Budwell. He'll try first to pick up his spare on 26. He does. And now Logan O'Donnell's turn to do the same on 25. He does as well. So, here's Nathan Hay. He'll leave up the 10-pin. Ian Sims. That is not Ian Sims. Do you not know who that is? Could that be Trevor Fox? He was the one that was listed as the sub. Here's Nathan Hay trying to pick up his 10-pin. He will. Oh. Whoever that was didn't pick up the spare. Stephen Lightshoe due up next over on 26. But first, Hunter Yanger over on 25 for Collinsville. Leaves himself a split. Oh, Lightshoe on 26. Ooh, got the left side of that head pin and leaves himself a 3-7 sleeper. Hunter Yanger has a bigger problem. He has the 4-7 and then the 9 sitting out there. He'll take care of the 4 and the 7. While Light Shoe tries to pick up a sleeper. He will. So here's Cole Buddy now for Collinsville on 25. He'll let her rip. Leaves up one. Girls are about to ready to enter the 9th frame. Here is Derek Newsom for Edwardsville. He'll leave up one. Opposite sides for the Collinsville and the Edwardsville folk. Cole Buddy lets it fly down 25 and takes care of his one pin. Newsom trying to do the same. He does. And now Michael Jenkins will become the last bowler here in frame number 8, and he'll do it all by himself. Collinsville's finished with the 8th frame. Jenkins, not quite finished with the 8th. So Jenkins with one more throw. And here is the final throw of the 8th frame for the boys. And it's a successful one. And through 8, Collinsville out front 760 to 650. The girls are up 753 to 603. That's a big lead. Ninth frame, 3rd and final match. And here is Bryson Hartman on 26 for Collinsville. Takes care of all of them. That 7-pin was the last one to go down. Here is another strike by Budwell. That's his 6th here in this 3rd and final matchup. Logan O'Donnell rolled a 205 in his only action here tonight. And now another strike. 3rd strike in this match for Logan O'Donnell. Everything else has been spares. Still don't know. I can't get the attention of anybody from Edwardsville. They're all, well, looking down lanes like they should. So I do not know who this young man is up throwing over here on 25. Meanwhile, Nathan Hay on 26, ready to let it go. He'll take care of 7 of the 10. Our new guy over there took care of that spare. Now wait for him to get a strike so they can holler out his name so I at least know what it is. Here's Stephen Lightshoe. Down 25, and he'll leave up 3. Nathan Hay trying to knock down his final 3. He will. Girls are finished with their 9th, at least the Collinsville girls are. They have 822 pins down. Here's Derek Newsom for Edwardsville on 25. He'll take care of his spare. Hunter Yangle on 26. Knocks down 8. Newsom also does. Hunter Yangle on 26 will go for his 2 first, and he'll hit both of them. Newsom with the same opportunity, just 2 different pins, as he has that 6-10 down there. He'll take care of those as well. Last bowlers here in the 9th. Up is Cole Buddy on 26. There you go. That's a quick way to end the 9th. Can Michael Jenkins match on 25? Here it is. We'll find out. He cannot. We've already started the 10th frame for the girls. Here is Michael Jenkins, down 25. The final throw here in the 9th, and it goes in the gutter. So we go to the 10th and final frame here in this 3rd and final matchup. Collinsville out front 847 to 729. Girls are up almost by 200 pins, 862 to 666. So 10th frame is here. And first up will be Bryson Hartman for Collinsville over on 25. Down the lane it goes, and all of them fall. 2 extra throws coming up for Mr. Hartman. And not the case for Jackson Budwell. He'll have at least 1 more. Bryson Hartman, a 193 in his first and a 181 in his second. Already standing at a 229 here, so this will by far be his best game of the night. How good will it be? There's another one. That's 4 in a row. Trying for 5 in a row to end. Meanwhile, Budwell will have 1 more coming his way. He'll try to get over that 200 mark for the 2nd successive game. Had a 208 in his last game, a 169 for Budwell in his first matchup. Final throw of the night for Bryson Hartman, coming down 25. Oh, left that 10 pin up. Here is the final throw of the night for Jackson Budwell. He'll take care of all of them that time. For Bryson Hartman, a 258 in his 3rd and final game. For Budwell, a 206. Almost matched his 208 from that middle matchup. Here is Logan O'Donnell, who's only bowled in 1 so far. Hunter Yangle threw a 157 in his first match, and then Logan O'Donnell took over that spot and threw a 205. And Logan's going to have himself a little bit of work to do to pick up an extra ball. Ian Sims has been bowling in this spot all afternoon, but he has stepped aside for another young man from Edwardsville for these last 3 or 4 frames, and I still don't know what his name is. By the time I get his name, he'll be finished. Here is Logan O'Donnell. He'll take care of 1 of the 4 pins he had left standing up there. And Logan, after bowling a 205 his first time up, will settle for a 176 this go-round. The Sims replacement will not get an extra ball, so we'll mark down that as a 163 for Ian Sims. Even though he didn't play the last 4 frames, that's still his best score of the night, a 163 to go with a 161 and a 174, while Nathan Hay throws a strike here in the 10th. Nathan, a 199 in his first match and a 229 in his last one. Here is Stephen Lightshoe down 26. He'll leave the 10 pin up, and then he'll come back and go, why? Why didn't that pin fall? Nathan Hay looking for another strike on 25. He'll get it. Hay will end up over 200 for the second straight game. Stephen Lightshoe trying to pick up that spare on 26 to give himself one extra throw. He will miss. So Stephen Lightshoe will end up with a 181. That's his best score of the three. And Nathan Hay couldn't finish up with a 10th frame turkey. He got 9 of the 10 to fall, and Nathan Hay will end up with a 211. So Bryson Hartman right now looking like the team high guy of the night right now with that 258. No one else is going to be able to touch that because Hunter Yangle is right now sitting at a 140 and Cole Buddy's at a 174. Here is Derek Newsom in the 10th frame on 26. He'll have a couple of extra throws. Hunter Yangle on 25 leaves that 10 pin up. I'm telling you, that thing's glued down over there. Where's Clay Hartman? I'm going to tell him to go down there and lift that up to just prove to me that it's not glued down. Newsom ready for another on 26. He'll not get a strike on that one. That one stayed to the right of the head pin. Hunter Yangle will pick up that spare and give himself one extra throw before his night is finished. Yangle threw a 157 in his one and only match. That was the first one before he was pulled out of it in the second match. In his first one, he had a 157. Right now, he sits at a 159 with one more left to throw, so he's already beaten his other game. Meanwhile, Newsom finishes up with a spare. Here is Yangle, who almost got a strike to finish things up, so Newsom's night is over. He bowled a 185 in his first two matches and finishes up with a 192 here in the third one. For Yangle, he ends up with a 168. Here is Michael Jenkins, final bowler for Edwardsville on the boys' side. He picks up a strike. Cole Buddy trying to do the same as the anchor over here for Collinsville on lane 25. And he will leave that 7 pin up. So Jenkins has 2 extra throws coming his way. We'll see if Cole Buddy can get an extra one out of that 7 pin down there. And for Jenkins, back-to-back strikes. As Cole Buddy gets ready to go, pick up that 7 pin on 25. Got that big sweeping curve. He'll take care of that. One more throw for each of them, and then we will be finished. Here is the throw by Jenkins. He'll leave 2 standing. Jenkins, who bowled a 155 in his first match and a 168 in his second, will finish up with a 153 here in the third. Cole Buddy, his final throw of the night, picks up a strike. And Cole will end up with a 204 to go along with his 192 and a 234. Collinsville wins this third matchup. 1,017 pins to 853 for Edwardsville. The girls' game is over as well. Girls won their final match of the night, 991 to 780. So Collinsville picks up the sweep here tonight. Both the boys and the girls' varsity teams get wins. And that is going to bring us into our post-game show, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area. Has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials right now, guys and girls. I'm talking to you too, just not the guys. Valentine's Day is on the mind of the folks at Cullip Jennings Florist. I know we are about 1 month away from Valentine's Day, but never too early. And Miss Kim Thagard, the owner of Cullip Jennings Florist, said, yes, Todd, right now is a good time to pre-order your flowers or anything else you might want for your loved one when the special day comes around. And if you get it done early, guys, then you get it out of the way. You've already paid for them. You already ordered them. All you have to do is go pick them up. How about that? More information can be had by calling Cullip Jennings Florist at 344-0404 or online, at CullepJennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network, as both the boys and the girls win here tonight over Edwardsville, as Sean Hay, the head coach of both of those teams, joins us now on the post-game show. Congratulations, Coach. You got wins on both sides.
Always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
Always
so
a good thing.
Let's talk about the boys first. Of course, this is the boys' home finale, their wrap-up before they finish things up at St. Clair Bowl on Wednesday against O'Fallon. So tell me about your thoughts on the boys as they get ready to head into regional Saturday.
Again, I still like what's going on. Today was honestly not our best day. We come out with a win, which is what's important, but there's some things that I would have liked to have seen, some adjustments made a little faster. At the beginning of this, I mentioned talking about how they're reading the lanes really well and they're doing things really well, and then tonight they ended up not looking like that at first. So the last 2 games were both okay. We're definitely capable of a little bit better. So it's one of those things where it'd be nice to get a couple practices in before regionals. We'll practice once at their house. And then also O'Fallon's kind of a tune-up for that too, because it's a good competition, good pressure, and let's put it out on the line and see what's up.
Junior Bryson Hartman gets the team high tonight of 258, much more improved over his 193 and 181 at the beginning.
Right, and he's actually done that a little bit this year, where he'll have a couple mediocre games and then a big game to pull through. Sometimes it takes him a little bit to get comfortable. A lot of times he's actually throwing the big game first and then kind of keeping it even afterwards. So to see him come back from being on the low end was even better.
Your son, Nathan, almost had himself a 3-200 night, but he had 199 in that first game.
Right, open in the 10th will always catch you. I mean, you always regret the open.
Your big player you go to, Ethan Gardner, wasn't feeling very well tonight. Started off with a 200, went down to 189 and said, I can't do it anymore.
Right. No, he was looking bad, and I told him, your health is more important. If you need to go home, go home. And you could just see, I mean, he had a good look, but his score was showing otherwise. I mean, he'd make just a loss of concentration, and he definitely wasn't himself. And partially, the team energy with someone not being in the norm could have played a little bit of a role to it too. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying when things are out of sorts, things are out of sorts.
Right.
So.
All right, let's jump over to the girls' side. They progressed each and every match tonight. They had an 873 in their first one, a 916 in their second one, and a 991 in their third one.
Sometimes we start a little slow. That's something we've been working on in practice, basically getting the right mindset to get in there and get that going. And it's something like the girls have a little bit more time we're trying to work with, because I know if we get off to a great start, they take off. And every tournament we've won first in has done just that. We've gotten off to a hot start and then never looked back.
Yeah, and they've got a couple more weeks left in their regular season as well, so you have time to work on that and tweak it.
Absolutely. We're looking at a little bit better ball speed. Our ball speed, obviously our girls are pretty small, but if they get after their shots, they throw as hard as any other team. So it's one of those things we would like to see. So a little bit more ball speed, a little bit better rotation, and then the scores will end up taking care of themselves.
We had the team high there. Mackenzie Hunter with a 205. No. Caitlin Ennis with a 237, huh?
That is correct. She's been working really hard.
Man, I'm telling you what. Yeah, she looks good. I like her form and everything. It's really impressive that she does what she does with that little bitty tiny frame.
Well, exactly. I mean, there's a reason why she catches your eye for certain. And she works hard. She works as hard as anybody in the conference on her game. She does. I was real happy to see, like I said, Mackenzie Hunter hasn't been here 11 days. She went on vacation, and so for her to come back and shoot decent was very positive.
I'd like to be in that little family there. Would you get, like 16 days off from school for Christmas break, and then you go on vacation for 11?
She's part of the Running Start program, so their school just started today, actually.
Gotcha.
All
right, this is our final game for the boys. We have 2 weeks from today. We'll be here for the girls, so we'll see you then.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coach Hay, your Collinsville Kahok bowling coach. We will end things here on that note. First of all, we'll let you know what's coming up for the rest of the week. We have girls basketball for you tomorrow. We'll make a road trip out to Edwardsville. And that's always a fun one. Edwardsville Tigers taking on the Kahawks, and anything, like I said, tiddlywinks, man. You're happy when you beat Edwardsville, which we did here today in bowling. So that's tomorrow night at Edwardsville. Girls basketball for you at 7:30. And then on the boys' side, the girls' side, we'll continue with another road trip to Belleville West on Thursday night. And then we are back to the friendly confines of Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for some boys basketball. It's the pink out game for the boys, and they'll be at home taking on Belleville West. A big thank you to Coach Hay joining us in the pre and the post-game show. And that's going to do it. My name is Todd Duke, and we will talk to you again tomorrow night. Until then, everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening.